Welcome back to the next video. In today's video I will show you how to configure environment variables inside your Flutter project without any third-party library. So yeah, let's get started. So I have created a Flutter project, and all I have done is I have refactored my homepage widget to just take a text button, and I have also created a method channel for it called envs platform. And inside using that method channel we are invoking a method called getEnv. So we need to create this method on the native side, and from that we are just getting some result which I'm printing it to the console. So for Android, what you have to do, open Android folder inside Android Studio. Next you have to go to build.gradle, and firstly so you need to add keys for debug and release, right? So first you will have to add this debug block. Inside that you will have to use build config field. So first is the data type, what kind of a key it is, second is the key name, and third is the value. So if you are using string, you have to add this escaping thing as well, otherwise it won't work. And this is for boolean, which is has a key of debug and value of true. And for release you will have also have to add the same thing. So your debug and release keys might differ, so that's why I have shown it both ways to you. Also one more thing to remember is don't put any kind of a sensitive API key inside over here, because this can be easily reverse engineered. It is always a good practice to store all kind of API keys on the server side or on inside your backend application, so be careful with that. Next, inside main activity I have created two. So once you do this, just sync your project, and before you write any code, make sure you click on this build icon as well. Otherwise you might get some errors while typing this bit of code. So once your project is built, then I have just added two variables, one for API key, another one for each debug. And here I have configured our Flutter engine. I have named the same method channel name and call the same method name as well. And here I am just sending back those keys, values of those keys to the Flutter side. So yeah, that's it for Android. And for iOS, all you have to do is, firstly you have to right click, new file, search for list. So you have to create a property list file. I have already created two files, one is for debug, one is for release. So inside debug I have just added one key, and this is the value for it, same base URL, and this is the value for it. Similarly for release, API key, same key but different value, same base URL key but different value. Next, inside app delegate, all you have to do is, I have created this file name variable, and depending on whether you are in debug mode or release mode, I have assigned the proper file name to it. Next, we have created our controller as well as a method channel, and we are calling the getEnv method, and inside that we are just checking for the file name of type plist, and from that we are getting all the things which are present in the form of NH dictionary, and we are getting the specific key which we want. So I'm getting both API key and base URL, and here I'm just sending it back to the Flutter side. So yeah, that's it. Again, don't store any kind of a sensitive API key inside this. It is easy to reverse engineer any kind of a mobile application, so better to store it on the server side.